Talking podcast. Hey, baby.
Hello.
You know, right now that you were like, we were having some technical difficulties because we were like, I don't know what it's recording right now. You're like, it's recording something. I'm like, can you imagine if like, there's like just like you're really listening to the episode and you hear like these little voices? Would that freak you out?
No, not really.
No?
No.
I'd be scared. I mean, I don't think the house is haunted. Speaking of which, I was gone for the last week, guys, and I'll give you guys a little background of that. But do you get scared staying by yourself here?
No, the only thing that scares me because I'm like partially deaf. Partially deaf. Nicolaj. Is that I won't hear something at night, so I literally sleep with the gun like right next to me.
Do you really?
Yeah, I've told you this before.
Yeah.
That way, because I mean, when you're home, like, oh, she'll hear it, and then I have time. But if I don't hear it, I'm not gonna have that much time, so I have it right there. That's the only thing that scares me.
Oh, okay, but the darkness and stuff like that doesn't scare you being home. Okay, I feel like I haven't stayed overnight
by yourself ever.
No, like at our house, no, ever. I always stay like, I'm the one that travels, so I'm the one that either stays at a hotel by myself or whatever, but I've never stayed home by myself. I think I would be a little scared.
I think you would be.
Yeah. Like, I feel like
we have so many windows and it gets so dark.
And it gets so dark.
So much like shadow play and stuff.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, okay, Hermes and Fendi would sleep in the bed with me. I would close all the doors. Yeah, I wouldn't go out to the kitchen when it's dark because I
still walk around naked when I'm by myself.
Stop, serious?
Yeah.
Hell no. I get too scared. But yeah, guys, I was gone. So I went to Georgia to surprise my mom for her birthday. And the original plan was I was going to get there early Saturday or late Friday night, be there the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and come back Monday. Well, then I think I've mentioned it. If I haven't mentioned it, my dad and a few business partners are opening up a Marisco place in Dalton, Georgia, originally where Chris is from and really close to where I'm from in Georgia. And Mariscos Costa Alegre is the name of it. And my dad kind of wanted to do a soft opening while I was there. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just stay the entire week and help my dad out. Like, something in me was just like, I need to be here. And it's really hard for me to want to stay there a whole week because I feel like, obviously, I didn't record a podcast before leaving. I don't get to really focus on me and my work and content and everything while I'm there. It's mostly like them and what they need help with, which I'm okay with, but it does take a toll on our business side of things. Well, because I was already over there, I just stayed over there and I told Chris, I was like, look, I'm just going to stay. And he was okay with it. And he stayed here to watch the pups, do work. Honestly, you didn't really do much work. You just kind of stayed here to watch the pups. Yep. And it's really hard too when he goes because then we're constantly going back and forth with families. When I go, I don't have a car, right? I rely on my parents. I was literally every day waking up at like 7 a.m. to go with my dad to the restaurant and be there at 8 a.m., 8:30. And then I was there all day till like 7, 8 p.m., guys, almost every single day. And then I was only able to work out like 2 to 3 times, I think I worked out. 3. It was 3.
Was it 3?
3 times I worked out. Yeah. It was good. I mean, I did what I could, right? When I'm there, the focus is them, and I tried to do my best. I did do my best in the sense of I bought protein snacks. I made sure I took my tumbler, my Stanley, and like filled it up twice like I normally do here at home, and like kept my water consistent because if I don't keep my water consistent, then I start having like issues. So I kept my water consistent, and like obviously I was moving a lot, so it was okay. So I didn't beat myself up for not being on track with everything. I did manage to like eat healthy while I was there, and my mom wanted to cook all this food for me, but I was like, Mom, I can't. Like I usually come, I'm like, I know I usually come and I want you to make me things in the holidays and stuff, but this is like not a holiday trip. Like this is like, I still have to be in routine, especially because I do have a dark sport shoot tomorrow. So this last week I was like, I have a dark sport shoot next week. I cannot just be eating greasy food every single day. So it was fun. I miss Chris a lot. Did you miss me?
I miss you the second you leave.
I know. It's hard.
I don't like doing anything for the most part, but when you're not doing anything by yourself, it just sucks.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather not be doing anything with you.
Yeah, like together. Yeah. We're like we're lazy together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was the longest we've been apart for a really long time.
Yeah.
The longest we've been apart
Was when you went to like London.
London, but that's like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was like 10 days. This was 7 days. It was long. It was long. I was telling him it was long, but I was so busy and so like focused on them that I didn't allow myself to think about what I was missing here at home. Because if I started missing what I was, like the first day I was like, I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm just going to leave back Monday. I was like, I don't think I can stay here the whole week. I was literally having a minor panic attack. And Chris was like, babe, it's going to be okay. I'm like, I don't know, baby, this is a lot. Like, I'm not going to be my routine because I'm such a routine gal. And he's like, it'll be good. He's like, I know you want to be there for your dad. I know you want to be there. I'm like, I do. So it was hard, but it was good to be with my family a little bit. We miss each other, and it was good. We're together every day, so it was.
Got back, had great sex, you know.
Great sex. It was good. It was real good. I did get sick. I got back sick on Saturday, and Kylie was a little sick. I got some sort of cold, but thankfully I felt better Monday. Like, I was feeling better yesterday. So it was like I got sick Saturday, was a little sick Saturday, was a little sick Sunday, just stayed in bed, and then I feel better. What were we going to say?
We forgot to give you the Zycams today.
Oh, yeah, I need to take that. The Zycams, I think those are fucking key.
Yeah, on the bottle it says, proven to shorten cold or flus. So,
yeah. I really do think it helped this time compared to other times that I get sick. Because usually other times I'm like sick for like at least 4 or 5 days. So yeah, guys, that's a little intro where I've been. Also, let me update you guys on the assistant position because I left and everything. It was a nightmare trying to sort through all the applications. I had almost over 100 applications for assistant, and then trying to sort them out. Chris and I went through them, and I did nail down. I got it down to 10 girls, and now I'm down to 8 girls. So I am doing interviews next week. I mean, feel free if you still want to send your application, feel free. I will say that I am, for the most part, the girls that I have some social media marketing experience. So mostly every single one has worked with either some sort of company, beauty company or something when it comes to social media. It has helped them with their marketing campaigns or just like has been in the realm of social media. I think that's realm. What did I say? Realm of social media, which is what I really, really want and need. So if you have that experience and you want to submit an application, please just send me your resume through the email, jazzyfit94@yahoo.com. But yeah, I'm excited I was excited and nervous. I'm excited to like interview them on Monday. Even though it's not really an interview, I'm just going to be like, hey, tell me.
I hope you have some sort of questions.
I do. I do have questions. I'm gonna be prepared. But
those freaking work job related situations.
Oh my gosh.
You see someone stole your sandwich, do you approach them? Or do you pick a fight?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to this next change because I think it'll really definitely help me a little bit. I think that's it for intro. Did I mention to them that I finished Darling Venom?
No.
I finished.
Wait.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think you might have on the last podcast.
Yeah, it was so good. Recommend it. Right now I haven't
read it. Oh, yeah, you did. You did recommend it. Yeah, because I remember saying it was your favorite book or whatever.
Yeah. Right now we're supposed to be reading...
Patient something.
The Silent Patient. There you go. Silent Patient.
How do I know these books?
I know.
I'm not even the one
because you probably see it on my desk.
I saw it on your desk.
I haven't started it, guys. I probably started tomorrow on my trip to Utah for dark. Because I'll have some time to read. So hopefully I'll have some time to read. But yeah, guys, I think that's a little bit of my intro. You have anything you want to share with the team today? With the fam?
I tried installing a door while she was away. That was a whole day project. It actually turned into a 2-day project. And I've done shit like that before, but this door was just too big. And I couldn't make it fit. So I just ended up grinding down the whole door.
Yeah, it took him 2 days. And I will say this, ladies. Like, you guys are going to get me, right?
I don't know what it is about the shit that I take on that is always supposed to be quick and easy, and it never turns out to be quick and easy. Is that what you were going to say?
No. I was going to say... I literally did not leave Chris a list to do of anything, right? I didn't. I don't like to give him to-do lists. And I didn't have expectations of how the house should be.
But somehow he's
disappointed. Still disappointed me yesterday. I was so... Okay, first of all...
no dishes. I vacuumed. I just didn't do the laundry.
You didn't do the laundry. The laundry that did come out of the washing machine, he threw all over the closet.
Even if I would have done it, I don't know where half your shit goes.
You could have just folded it nicely, left it in the closet, nicely piled, and I would have put it up.
Nah.
Yes. And not only that, okay, that just kind of irritated me. Not only that, the fucking laundry room's a mess. But because of this door situation, there was dust everywhere in the room. I told you
beforehand that there was dust everywhere. Not just the room, the house.
There's dust everywhere, guys. Thankfully, I have
literally sawdust everywhere.
My cleaning lady coming tomorrow, but I was like, listen, we'll have to start getting her more frequently because I do a really good job upkeeping the house and everything, but I'm like so particular. I don't know when I started becoming so particular and OCD about things, but like if my house looks like someone has lived in it, it is not clean to me, and I just like. It's just not clean enough for me. And then his parents are coming this weekend while I'm gone. Supposedly. So I'm already stressing because you guys know that if your swagger is coming over to your house better be. I'm over here stressing because I'm like, man, the kitchen cabinets are all unorganized. She's gonna go through them, and then I'm just stressing, and I'm not gonna be here. I leave tomorrow, so I'm like,
hey, I cleaned out our junk drawers. I don't think you've even noticed.
Which ones?
All 3 of them.
You did?
Yeah.
They still look junky.
Yeah, because it's essential junk. I got rid of the non-essential junk.
It's funny, guys. We have like 3. We have like
3 junk.
Like 4 because my last one is my pills. Yeah,
but there's nothing in there except pills.
Yeah. The other,
a lot of pills.
Guys, it's just my fucking vitamins. But yeah, oh my gosh, I know everyone has a junk drawer. We have 3 in our house. We just have random shit in there.
Yeah, there's literally just random shit, but
we all need that. We need that shit.
I'm like, no, I might need this at some point.
All right, guys. So we can get into today's topic. I'm not bashing on my husband. I just want you guys.
She ain't bashing. She just hitting real hard.
I'm just talking to you guys because I want you to know that even though we love each other and we are good communicators, sometimes
you didn't communicate.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't say I want this done, but you were here all day. Anyways,
didn't bother me.
I know. There's a lot of things.
I don't think I even slept in the closet except to change to the gym. That's it.
Damn. Okay, let me drink some water. Forgive me because I'm still a little sniffly. All right, so today's topic, I don't have an outline or anything crazy. I'm not trying to read anything by the book. I'm like really just want to talk about this topic because it came to me every time I go to Georgia. Something new comes to me.
Gets enlightenment.
I do. I love it because I do get enlightenment. And before I get into what we're going to talk about today, I don't get enlightenment in the sense of like, oh, thank God I left that place. I get enlightenment because I get this sense of gratitude, right? And I am just so grateful for my upbringing. I'm so grateful for that town. I'm so grateful for everything I've went through. And I'm so grateful that I made the choice to leave. And it's not because, like I said, I'm not like, oh my God, thank God I left and I would never go back and that town is shitty, because it's not, right? It's grown a lot, and like being there this time really gave me a new perspective. I really got to talk to new people, people who are really trying to make something out of themselves, and it was really great. But I wanted to talk about, believing in yourself and what that means. And especially recently, I heard it on another podcast, about, believing in yourself, because sometimes we're so quick to, we're not so quick. We want to believe, we believe in God, right? Some of us believe in God. Some of us believe in, whatever other God you believe in. Some of us believe in the universe, right? And we want to, like, I was telling Chris, we want to believe in it so much that we kind of forget that at the end of the day, we can believe these things and we can listen to the signs, but the only one that can control what our life outcome is us, right? If you don't take the step, if you don't get off your butt and do things and actually believe in yourself and believe you're capable of more, you can pray all you want, but you're not going to accomplish what you want. So, going back to Georgia, like, when I go there, it just reminds me of what I went through, the hardships of what I wanted out of my life. And it really shows me gratitude and of how far I've come. Like, I really like to, when I'm there, be present. And I even told Chris this. I was like, this time, not for some reason, as I age, guys, and Kylie grows up and my parents get older, it gets harder and harder for me. Like, I know for you, you're still kind of like whatever, but it gets harder and harder for me being away from my family. Like, it's just hard. But as hard as it is, like, I cannot see myself being there anymore. Like, with my dad opening up this restaurant, it's like, I'm so grateful that I stayed there that week. And I know I just was telling you guys that my, life is hard when I'm over there, but it's not really hard, right? I'm still so grateful that I got to spend time with my dad and really like help him as much as I can. And it reminded me of, I grew up in a restaurant. That's all I've known, or all I did know. And being there, it brought this like bittersweet feeling. I don't know, what is it called? Reminiscing feeling? That's what it's called? Like, when you're reminiscing is like, yeah,
you're just
thinking about the past. Yeah. But it brought up like just all those feelings from nostalgia of being there with my dad, helping my dad. And as hard as it was, like, I didn't hate my job. Like, did I hate it in high school because I didn't get to go out with friends? Yeah. But like, did I hate the workload? No. Like, I think I got to my breaking point when I was older and I was like wanting more out of my life. And I was like, okay, I can't be a waitress. For me, I was like, I can't be a waitress for the rest of my life, right? I want more. But it just, being there just made me feel so good. And I was like, okay, like, could I see myself moving back here now and helping my dad run this? Especially because I've been having a hard time with social media recently. He knows it. And I'm like, I don't want to be a fucking influencer anymore. Like, I get to my breaking point where I'm like, I'm just tired. But could I give up the life that I've built now to go and just help my dad out and, I guess help him with his dream? No, I could not. And as much as like things get hard here in life sometimes and I go through the stuff that I go through, like, it was really nice reminder that I still love what I do. And as much as I would love to be with my family, it is not my journey anymore. But like I said, it brings me back those memories. It reminds me, it shows me gratitude for who I was, for the person that I am, for everyone around me at the time, for the people that supported me, for the people that pushed me. And I was just thinking about like, okay, yes, I've had God by my side. Everyone believes in what they want. I believe in God, but I also believe very, very much in the universe. I definitely am a very universe gut feeling. Go with your gut, whatever your gut's telling you. And that's what I did. I called above the phone, that gut feeling that I had.
Is your gut the universe?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. I think the gut is the universe. I think that if you are in tune with the universe, you can pick up the signs. Do you not think that the gut is the universe?
Because, I mean, I have gut feelings too, but I feel like that's just like based off of, my experience, the things that I do know, the things that I don't know.
But, so you're going to say that you don't believe in the universe?
I just don't even know what the universe is.
The universe is like, babe, I would think you know the signs. Like how things play out.
I don't believe in signs. And I don't.
How, okay,
I
for
think
example.
There's coincidences.
No.
Okay.
Okay, this is a personal one. This is a personal one.
Okay.
What just happened with what we were trying to get? And I said, it's not time.
Okay.
I said, it's not time.
I don't think that's the universe.
I think it's the universe. I believed in my heart it was not time. And I think it was the universe relaying to me that it wasn't time because it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's all left to interpretation.
Okay, well, for me.
Because if we wanted that thing to happen, we could have made it happen.
But, okay, we could have made it happen, but not in a smart way.
Not in the best way.
Right. But the universe was giving you a sign that like, okay, this isn't meant to be for you right now. Because look at this obstacle. Because it brought in an obstacle. That was, we could have overcome the obstacle. But would that have been the best decision? No.
Okay, but yeah, so it's left to interpretation. If you think that was the universe, yeah.
Okay.
But then at the end of the day, we were left with that decision, or I was left with that decision of, is this a smart thing to do? Is it not a smart thing to do? It wasn't the universe who made the decision for me. I made the decision. You
made the decision. Correct. And that's where I'm going. You can believe in the universe and you can believe in God and you can believe in whatever God you want to believe in or whatever, or not believe in God. You're a person who believes in yourself. 100%, as we're talking right now. But I believe in the universe, but I still think that it's not just the universe. I still think that I'm, at the end of the day, the one that has to take control and decide the things. So that's what today's topic's about, is you can believe in all these things you want to believe in, but if you don't make the decision, if you don't take the action, then you're not going to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. But I had asked him, I was like, when did you, because not everyone, it doesn't come easy to everyone to believe in themselves. There's a lot of people that don't.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people in our family that don't believe in themselves. You, your siblings, me, my siblings. That really, it's really hard to get them out of. I had a conversation with my sisters about this. Like, you have to believe in yourself. And it's really hard for some people to believe in themselves, to find I'm worthy of more. I deserve more. I want more out of my life. And some people, it's not that they necessarily want more in the terms of success or materialistic things, but want more in the sense of be in a relationship with someone that gives you what you deserve, what you feel like you value. But a lot of people, it's really hard for them to set that standard for themselves. Do you think there's something for you? What I asked you this the other day in the kitchen. Did you ever feel like there was something that you could have done to help you like set that standard? Did you always have a standard for yourself?
I mean, it just has to do a lot with my upbringing. Growing up, I wasn't brought up into a religious household. I don't even ever remember going to church other than like Easter, maybe a Christmas. Like, I could probably count on one hand the amount of times that I went into a church. So religion wasn't ever a big thing in my life. Growing up, everything that was taught to me was what I put in is what I'm going to get out. Whether that be with sports, whether that be with academics, whatever it may be. As hard as I put in, I'm going to get the same thing back. And it always worked out for me.
Who taught you? You saw that though through experience, or because your dad told you?
Through experience and because my dad told me.
But your dad told every single one of your siblings that, and your siblings do not believe in themselves the way you do.
Some of my siblings weren't putting in, or do not put in, the same amount of in that I would put in.
Yeah.
I worked my ass off. I wanted to be really good at everything that I did, whether it be sports, whether it be school. I mean, eventually got to the point where, I stopped caring about school and no one was pushing me anymore. So that was that. But, I still wanted to do that same amount of effort in other parts of my life.
What made you, which I agree. I think like upbringing is a big thing, but it doesn't work that way for everyone. Because, for example, with me,
it takes a certain character.
It takes a certain character. I think we both have the same characters. My dad too, like, look at my dad. I was telling him, like, my dad hasn't always had the best success at things, but he doesn't fucking quit. He keeps going. And I like have always admired my dad for that. And I've taken that from my dad and wanted more out of myself. And I've seen that what my dad puts out, he gets, right? He works hard. And sometimes he works a little too hard, right? And that's where I've picked up on those mistakes and been like, okay, it's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. But not everyone, my sisters haven't taken that, right? But I also saw it through experience. And I think sports is one thing that I think helped us too, is like we were just talking about it, when you ran more, your time got better, right? So like we were able to experience things because we did put ourselves in situations that allowed us to have to rely on ourselves. So right?
Yeah. So I mean, I think, sports developed that discipline that allowed you to see how much what you were doing was affecting your end result, which a lot of things in life aren't like that.
Yeah.
But sports happens to be like that. You mentioned track. Like, if you did all your track workouts, did all your runs, you were going to PR if you did everything right. If you kept your nutrition in check. Bodybuilding, if you eat and you work out, the results are going to come. They're not going to come quick, but you can see differences. But I think things in life that are not sports, such as like, bettering yourself or gaining financial freedom, there's certain things you're not going to see until 3-5 years down the road.
Right.
And that's where a lot of people fell. But I think, having that sport background, or even like something as simple as, doing really good in school, sets up that precedent to later establish in your life.
Yeah. And I think like, it's funny that you say that too, because yesterday I had a conversation. I think most people set up the really big goal and they want it, right? And they say, I want to do this. But then they don't realize, like, I'm like, okay, I know you want to do that, but now you have to break that up, because they were like, well, I don't really know how to get there. And when I think about it, it stresses me. I'm like, no. You know you want that. So let's break it down in like a time span. What is it going to take to get there? What can you do now? And it's baby steps, right? Being patient with it. But I think sports, now bodybuilding, working out, it doesn't matter what. Like you hear it from so many inspirational speakers, so many speakers. Work out, run, do something active, because being active teaches you discipline and you will see results over time. It's the one thing that you cannot cheat.
And I have always said, I don't know if it's just a circle that we're in, but I could determine how successful someone is going to be based off of how they work out. And I still think it's true. People who half-ass their workouts and nutrition are going to half-ass their business, their relationships, their everything. And I think based off the people that I know, I still hold that very fucking true.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like the people in my circle who grind and hustle at working out, grind and hustle in their outside lives.
Yeah.
And the ones who half-ass the gym, half-ass everything else in their life.
Yeah.
And I've always said that.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. 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 I mean, it's true. It's very, very true, guys. It's very true. I think, Chris and I have I think because of the gym, guys, now, like, this is all coming naturally, right? You guys are getting, like, a very natural conversation. Why, when I was running, even though I was running and I was committing to running, why it was so hard emotionally for me to have to let go of the gym. Because I feel like you know me, I go in the gym and I have my days where, like, I don't feel my best. We all do. But for the most part, I'm in there fucking grinding it. Yesterday, I was supposed to take it easy, but I burned like 600 calories. I went hard. I could barely walk today because I enjoy it and my nutrition was on point. And, like, I don't have to tell my friends every day, yeah, guys, my nutrition is on point, when I know that that's what I'm doing, right? Like, I tell Chris sometimes, like, my girlfriends are like, oh my God, you look so good, because they, like, in 2 weeks, and I'm like, well, I've been dieting. I told you I'm dieting. I'm not telling you every day, hey, I'm dieting. I'm just doing what I'm doing, and the results speak for themselves. But the gym is an excellent way to, like, start believing in yourself, because if you can start committing to your body, you will start committing to everything else in your life. So sports, I guess, if you are younger, is a really good place to start believing in yourself. But also any sport now, if you're later in life, right? And you're like, well, I've never really done sports or worked out. Try doing something.
Something as simple as just get up and go for a walk every single day.
Single day.
Increase the time, increase the distance, start jogging, start running.
You will not believe what that will do to your self-esteem. If you can say, I'm going to wake up every morning 30 minutes before and just do 20 minutes on my bike, everyone here now in this generation has some sort of gym equipment in their house. If not, you can go walk outside. I promise you, if you do that at least 3 to 5 times a week, your self-esteem and the belief that you have in yourself will literally shoot up drastically. Because one, you're committing to something, you're committing to yourself. So you're literally ignoring the outside world, every other problem you have, your kids, your husband, your whatever, and you're committing to yourself, which is so important. And two, like, getting physical activity just brings so much endorphins into your life. You're literally bettering yourself. So not only are you, like, working on yourself, on your confidence, on your discipline, you're also bettering yourself physique-wise. You're feeling better emotionally. Like, there's so many things, there's so many benefits coming from just exercise alone. So if you are struggling with believing in yourself, start there. Start there. I think for anyone, start there. But going back to our conversation, I think believing in yourself is super, super important, but I know that it is hard for other people. So exercising. Now let's talk about believing in yourself and, like, with work. I know we were just saying with the gym, it's a little bit easier, right? Because you see the results. With work, it's a little bit harder, right? Like, we knew we wanted to be entrepreneurs, but we didn't know exactly what that meant. And yes, we believed in ourselves, but we also had to make sure we did work, right? So when we first moved here, he had a job. I was doing work by myself. And we slowly, were able to get him from working from his job and moving over to do training with me full time. And just believing that, like, okay, we're going to fucking grind it out. I know that was a really hard leap for us, for you quitting Nissan and working with me full time, because we were like, how the fuck are we going to do it?
Paycheck completely, and we thought we could make it up on your end, and
we did. because we were grinding it out. We were like, okay, we're praying this helps. But at the same time, we believed so much in our work ethic, right? And our grinding. We're like, okay, we're going to make it happen. No matter what, we're going to make it happen. And we did. And I'm so grateful for that, because that was like a really, really like hard transition for us. But yeah, just with any, like, guys, we still to this day believe we're capable of so much. We don't know exactly what that road entails.
It's not even that we think, well, yeah, we do think we're capable of a lot more, but it's about just pushing our boundaries,
right,
and figuring out what we are capable of, because that's the biggest thing. A lot of people are too scared to push their boundaries, and that's as simple as just starting for a walk. Maybe you think you're only capable of walking 5 minutes, and you find out you're capable of walking 20. You just found out you're capable of a lot more than what you thought you were. So that's essentially what we still do in our lives. You know, we take on this big ass project and we're like, shit, can we do that? But then you break it down into such smaller little goals, you know, like today we're going to take care of this side of the project, and it's going to consist of 5 tasks. Let's knock out these 5 tasks today. And then that thing's done and we move on to the next phase. And that's literally how we tackle on everything that we do, whether it be like manufacturing shirts, you know, we've done so many things, and everything we've done, you have to figure out in steps, not as a grand project.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that just allows you to, like, you're learning as you go, and therefore you're trusting in yourself a lot more, because you're finding out that you're capable of doing
right
things that you never thought you were capable of doing.
Yeah. And if someone wants to say to you, okay, like, how do I start? What would you suggest?
I mean, it depends on what the goal is, but, you know, jot down at least 5 things that you need to accomplish for the day that are going to move you in the direction that you want to go. And I think, you know, that's knock them out. Make sure you knock them out, and that'll get you going. I
think sometimes for me, like, things get overwhelming, right? Because
and you do nothing.
And you do sometimes. Are you saying I do
no,
nothing?
I'm saying, like,
oh, no.
In general, you're like,
I'm like, damn, you call me, I don't do nothing. Yeah, you get overwhelmed. So for me, sometimes I've always been like, sometimes fear does come in, because I'm like, I have no fucking clue how to do that. But what has helped me is, if I have a project that I have no idea on how to do, I take 2 to 3 questions that I have, not all the list of questions, 2 to 3 questions of what I have, and I research. There's so much internet now with TikTok, there's so many resources for us now, that just sit down on your computer and research. Just do research on how to start. I'm telling you, some of the, like, when people are like, if I can do it, you can do it. It's true, because some people are not. You don't have to be fucking a genius to do things.
Yeah,
you just have to have the will and the belief that you're capable of doing it, right? So with having, like, believing that you're capable of doing it, you do have to have, like, some sort of confidence, some sort of backing yourself up. So, like, thinking about how far you've come, the things that you've overcome in your life will give you some, you know, backbone as to, like, okay, look, I've overcome this. If I could do that, if I went through this, and I can accomplish this, right? That's why when I go to Georgia, I like that gratitude. It reminds me of everything that we overcame to get to where we're at today. So it fuels me, like, okay, like, I'm not going to be scared of this next project, because I was scared of even moving to Houston, and look at where my life is now. Like, if I fail, it's not a failure. It's a learning lesson, but we're going to fucking keep grinding it out. But I lost my train of thought. What was I doing?
I have no idea where you were going with any of that.
No, but what was I saying before that?
Before what?
Why are you not listening to me? You're not. This is a perfect example. You are not listening to me, boy.
I don't know how you started.
Oh my God, you are a horrible co-host.
I listened.
What was it?
I don't remember, but I do listen.
What was I saying?
If you yourself can't remember.
No, it's because I go in tangents in my head. It goes in tangents. Oh, what was I saying? Someone's going to be like, girl, you were saying this. Man, believing in yourself. But it was about something else beforehand that. Well, whatever. Okay. I don't even know. I'm literally like I've brain farted big. Thinking back, what like gives you backbone to believe that you're capable of something else? Because like for the people that it's really hard for you to say, okay, I'm capable of this. Oh, I was talking about researching and stuff.
Oh, you were talking about researching, yeah. Yeah, you went off on like
no, because I was saying like sometimes it's hard for you to believe like you're capable of like, because you have all these questions to start this project and you're like, am I capable of reaching that? Well, yes, you are. You think about all the things that you've overcome in your life, and that gives you kind of like an edge and like, okay, I have overcome a lot of things in my life. I can accomplish this. It's going to be hard. There's a lot of questions that I have, but these are the first steps that I need to do in order to be able to do that. Lastly, I do want to talk about believing in yourself and that you're capable of more in a relationship, because I think for a lot of females, it'll benefit. Yes, believing in yourself for, you know, physical aspects, believing in yourself to make changes there, believing in yourself to make changes in your career, whatever, is great. But also believing that you're capable of more in your relationship, right? Like, it all ties in together. If you don't believe you're capable of more in your life, you are going to attract the same things over and over and over. That goes into work, that goes into drama, friends, relationships. You're going to attract the same fucking people over and over. And we talk about this all the time. See who you surround yourself with, and that's who you are. I literally just had this conversation with someone in Dalton the other day, and she was a client of mine, and she is the owner of Freya's in Dalton. She was like, I'm surrounding myself with people who are better than me, who are making more money, who are making more moves, because that's who I inspire to be. And I love that. That's what we preach about all the time. Surround yourself with people who have more. I surrounded myself with people who have more. I learned a lot. I also learned things that I don't want to, you know, that is not okay in our business. And like, you learn a lot of things from the people who are making more, because you learn from the mistakes. You learn that, you know, people are fucking complex, right? Like, no one is perfect. We all go through shit. The way people handle shit is very, very differently, right? We're different people, but if we can take that and as a learning lesson and not as something bad, it will help you in your life. But going back to relationships, like, believing that you're capable of more. I think when I was younger, you know, not that I settled with you, but like, I didn't really know what I was capable of.
Careful.
No, I didn't know. I didn't really know what I was capable of, right? And we were fucking young. We went through hell when we were teenagers, right? Because we were both trying to figure out shit. But I'm like so grateful for it, because our life would not be here if it wasn't that we were together. But when I started like believing in myself and that I was capable of more, I thought I started setting a standard for myself, especially with you. And we talk about what's okay in our relationship, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And I think obviously communicating, that's why we have such a healthy relationship, because he knows what my expectations are. He knows what it takes to keep a woman like me. Okay? And I know what it takes to keep a man like him. What does it take, baby?
Not much.
You're lying. You are lying. You are literally maintenance.
I'm so low maintenance.
You are not low maintenance.
I'm pretty low maintenance.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You are not low maintenance.
Particular and low maintenance are not the same thing.
What do you mean? You are very particular.
So what makes me high maintenance?
You're very, okay. Well, guys, you are very particular about your woman. You are very particular. You cannot.
But
if you were single right now, you cannot just find whatever.
What makes me high maintenance?
I guess you're more particular than high maintenance, right? Because you're not really high maintenance.
I don't need much.
No, you're really not. You're really not. In the sense of materialistic things, you're not high maintenance. But you need a lot of attention from me.
I would hope so.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, you're saying like you're not high maintenance in the sense of like,
I don't need you to cook for me. I don't need you to like.
Yeah, you're right. You know, he's not. You don't need me. Yeah, you're right. You're not high maintenance at all. I take that back, because he's really not. Yeah, I don't cook for this man. He does laundry. He irons for himself. Okay, I'm not a good at-home wife. Okay, I'm not I'm a good wife though.
You're a great wife.
Okay, but you're very particular. But we both set the standards of what we want in our relationship, going back, of what we want in our relationship. And Chris treats me the way that I want to be treated. And I treat him, I would hope, the way that he wants to be treated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you better say yeah. But if things weren't to work out between Chris and I, he knows what he's willing. He knows what he wants in a relationship, and I know what I want in a relationship, because I know what I want for myself and what I'm capable of and what I deserve. And so going back to relationships, believing in yourself and knowing what you're capable of and what you deserve in a relationship is also so very important. I think we just what were we talking about? Like the other day, we were like, why are women just so insecure sometimes? What were we talking about? We were talking about somebody, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, don't say that.
Okay.
But we were like, what the fuck? We were like, why is this so hard for women? We were in the car too and talking not about someone, we were talking about young generation, right? We were saying something. It was such a good conversation too. We were talking about
So we're gonna go grab Jazmin an iPad so that she could take notes on whenever stuff like this happens.
no, baby, we were in the car on the way to the gym. And
You're asking the worst person.
but I had asked you, where do you think confidence comes from in young women? And you had said a really good response, and you said that it did come from their dad and how they were raised.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember.
Because I was like, why do you think, I have these thoughts in my head, right? Because I have fucking issues, right? We all fucking have some issues, right? And I was like, where do you think the lack of confidence comes? Why do you think that as women, I know nowadays we have social media and we compare ourselves a lot, but why are we so unhappy with who we are? Like, it's so sad. Like, I have conversations with my sister the other day, my younger sister, and the things that come out of her mouth about the way she feels about herself, I'm just like, you gotta stop. Like, I don't understand where it comes from. And I asked Chris, I was like, where do you think this insecurity comes from? And you had said,
by no means am I a psychologist.
no, we have these, obviously, guys.
It's
we're
just
not
like my insight, the way that I would think it happens. You know, people obviously have trauma, and a lot of your character is based off of what you go through in your childhood. And in most machista traditional Mexican homes, the father, the husband, never tells their wife or their daughters that they're beautiful, they look good,
they're worthy.
Or they're worthy, they're capable of more. Like, there is no positive affirmations ever going down in a Mexican household.
Not in a traditional machista. This is okay.
I understand that there's always exceptions.
Yeah.
But traditionally speaking, this is what a Mexican household looks like, and that's going to develop problems. It's going to make a daughter or a young woman feel like they aren't capable of much, or that they're ugly, or that they only deserve to be in the kitchen, whatever it may be. Yeah. And that's going to develop into problems later in their life. So
yeah, it's it sucks, right? Like, it does. Like, how are you going to believe in yourself if no one really told you that you're capable of more, right? And it's hard, and it's really, really hard. And that's why, I try it with my sisters, because my dad is a traditional, like, my dad never really told us we were meant for more. And now I think he sees it and he wants us to be more. But how do you tell now a 20-year-old you're more?
When everything's already deep-seated.
Deep-seated, yeah. So it's hard, but I think it starts with you wanting to make the change, right? And to conclude this topic, like, it starts with you wanting to make that change. It starts with you wanting to believe in yourself and changing your life, guys. And, like, seeing what you're worth, and, like, knowing that you're worth more, that if you want to do more, you're capable of doing more. If you want more in your relationship, ask for fucking more, or break up with the person that you're with and is not giving you enough. Stop setting these low standards for yourself, because if you have these low standards for you, everyone's gonna have that same standard for you. And the people around you will all have those same standards for you. Start setting a new standard, and honestly, making the people around you, hey, this is my new standard. This is what I expect from you. Like, and you'll inspire the people around you to want to level up, to want to be better. And it'll create a whole rift change. But someone has to break the cycle, right? And why not you? Break the damn cycle in your family. Break the damn cycle wherever you are. And if you haven't broken it for your parents or whatever, break it for you and your kids. Like, people, I was just telling him, they always ask me why, like, when are you going to have kids? When are you going to have kids? But recently, it's been a little irritating, because they just assume that the reason I don't want to have kids is because of my body. That is not the fucking reason. It is scary to think about my body changing, but I know who I am, and I know that I'd be capable of fucking getting my body back. Will I get stretch marks? Probably, right? But I don't like, there's a lot of moms nowadays who look fucking fantastic, right? That doesn't scare me anymore. and it's annoying that it's like, oh, it's your body. No, it's not my body. It's the fucking trauma. It's the breaking the cycle. I do not want to put any of the shit that my parents and the past generation and their trauma on my kids. I think about all those things. It's not as easy for me to be like, yeah, let me just pop out a kid and whatever it is. No, I think about all the hard shit. I think about how hard it is. I think about how my life would change. And so, I'm trying to be the one that I feel like I have been the one that breaks that cycle in my family. I've done a lot. I try to do more when I'm over there to break it and then I'm telling you, girls, the ones that have and the ones that continuously do, it's a fucking full-time job and it's hard. And it takes emotional stress on you. And you see it. I take in a lot, but like, I'm grateful that I'm the one. I'm grateful that I'm the one that's making that change. So believe in yourself. Fucking start making that change for you and your family, and most importantly for you, so that you can be happy with the life that you have. That's all I wanted to talk about. Anything else you want to add?
No. You got it.
I got it.
You got it, babe.
Thanks, babe. Thanks for being here and sharing some insight. Before we go, do you think it's harder for women to believe in themselves than men?
I think in general, men are always told they could do whatever the fuck they want to do. So they're just raised with that thought. Whether or not they think they'll be great at it, I don't know. But I think men go out in the world thinking they could do whatever the fuck they want. And that applies to like everything.
It applies to everything.
And that's also why there's issues in the world.
Yeah. I mean, was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, fuck. I was at an airport and I was just seeing all like, no racial thing, okay? I'm not trying to start any racial thing, but I was looking at all the white men in suits and I'm like, man, their upbringing, like to just be a white man, because they just, and in a fucking suit, they think that they are the shit, that they can accomplish anything. That confidence, bro, of a white man in a suit is just on a whole different level. I wonder what it feels like to be like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Because truly.
Yeah, you could get away with a lot.
Get away with a lot. It's very, very different for women. We don't have that same. We're always fighting to prove that
Any minority.
Yeah, we're always fighting to prove. I know. It's a little. I'm gonna have a topic like that with Suzette soon about minority and women and it's how hard it is sometimes. Not because we want to fucking have pity, but because it is hard. But I wouldn't change it. I love who I am. I love my culture. I love my upbringing and everything that has to do with it. But
I like my carne asadas.
I love my corridos tumbados. I love my peso pluma.
That pan dulce.
Yeah, guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I wanted you guys, I know when I have an outline, it's a better spread, but I really like giving you guys just like raw, authentic shit that comes out of my mouth without me having to think about it so much. Let me know in the comments if you guys like it this way or if you guys like a little bit more structure. I feel like this way it's a little bit more conversation versus like an interview kind of thing. Let me know. I'm always here for you guys. That's what I'm here for, to give you guys guidance, to help you girls out in anything that you need. That's why we have the Provocative Podcast. Yeah, that's it. Wish me luck on my dark sport shoot.
Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun. It's like a quick.
Drops on Tuesday. It'll be somewhere in the mountains on Tuesday.
It drops on Tuesday?
Well, this episode will be live Tuesday. I mean, Thursday. Shit. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like Tuesday.
This episode will be live Thursday.
I'll be in the mountains.
Be in the mountains somewhere when it drops on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be out in the mountains like 4 a.m. The shoots are always so much fun. They're like the pictures that come out of them are so much fun. And I just want to say thank you to everyone.
10.
Yeah, who supports me with Dark Sport. Jazzy 10. Love you guys. You guys are the best. And yeah, I'll see you guys. We'll for sure record a podcast next week. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Love you.